what are my days off. You need to make sure the hours and how many hours you're gonna work per day, and what would be the days. Would be 5 days, would be Monday to Friday, would be Tuesday to Saturday. Do we work on Sundays? How many hours, right?
Yes,
What
even
was
if you rent a chair, it's important to ask because usually the barbershop has a schedule and they usually have rules like, okay, all barbers should work on Saturdays, for example. I'm just guessing random rules. Or like, okay, the shop is closed on Sunday and no one can work on Sunday. So make sure you ask how many days, the hours, the days off, so there is no conflict. My friend, my best friend, she recently switched jobs and her goal was not to work on Sundays. And then she went to this interview. She was very excited about it, that she got a new job. And then she started in a new job and she learned that she would work all Sundays. And then she was very
and she
frustrated.
regretted.
And then she told me about, and I said, "You didn't ask what days off you would have." And she's like, "Yes, I did. They said I would have one day off, but they never told me the day off was during the week and not on Sundays." And her whole goal was not to work on Sundays. So make sure you ask what days and hours you should be working, what days off you can have, so you don't regret afterwards because you didn't ask.
And also, some barbershop open Sundays,
Mm-hmm.
and a lots of people wants to have their Sundays off with their family and get things done, enjoy, having a great time. And if you don't ask, and if you're going to work on Sundays and the days that you don't like to work or you don't want to work, it's gonna be very hard for you to stay in that barbershop. So make sure you know the days
Yes.
you are working.
Ask
No?
the questions. So at Invictus, we learned that we need to have a balance between work and your personal life. And then we noticed that barbers usually work 10, 12 hours a day, which is a long work shift. So we created strategies and we adjusted the schedule in a way that the barbers only work 40 hours a week and they always have 2 days off, which are Sundays and Mondays. So that way they have their Sunday off. A lot of our barbers, are Christians. They go to church on Sunday. It's a very special day for them. And there is no way we could, ask them
Prevent them,
to work
yeah,
on
to do that.
Sundays. And then we learned that in our situation, okay, each barbershop is different. Each barbershop has its own rules. But we decided that we'll never open on Sundays. The only week of the year we open on Sunday is before Christmas because there's a lot of clients wanting a haircut, and also before New Year's because it's amazing how many people want a haircut before the end of the year. But other than that, we don't open on Sundays, and then we don't open on Mondays as well, to give them 2 days off in a row and not prevent them from having the time with their family, not working too much. Because when you're tired, you don't provide a good service to your client. If you're there 14 hours a day, you'll be so tired that you won't be a good barber because you're tired and you don't want to be there. Like, oh my gosh, I wish I was at home with my family. So we learned that 40 hours is a good work shift and they can still make good money.
That's what I was gonna say. They can still make a good income because all the clients that should be spreaded during those days, they all come the time that barber works, right?
Correct.
So
And
there's no open spot during the
yeah,
whole day. So it's
they're
a
fully booked throughout the 40 hours, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. It would be similar to working in a corporate job, 8 to 5, where you have this 8 hour shift. They have lunch, they have coffee break. We close the schedule so they can eat. Because a lot of barbers, they like, oh no, leave it open. If someone comes, I'll cut. But at the end, it's 4 p.m. You didn't have lunch yet. This is not sustainable. So we're not machines, right? So make sure you ask the shop owner about the hours, ask about the lunch break, the coffee break, how does it work? Do I have a 1 hour lunch? Do I have a 30-minute lunch? How you usually spread
I
the.
can eat anytime.
Yes, make sure you ask. Is there a kitchen here where, I can put my food? I can put things on the
Just don't
refrigerator.
eat while you're cutting someone's hair, okay?
Yeah, don't do that, please. But make sure, you ask those questions. It's important.
Very exactly.